I moved to the US from the UK 7 years ago, holding dual nationality. Back then, I was in a relationship with a girl for nearly 2 years. Initially, everything was going well. However, after she moved in with me, things took a sharp turn. She quit her job, neglected household chores, got into legal trouble with a DUI, and basically lived off my support for months. Fast forward to May 2023, I had reached my breaking point. She pleaded with me daily, claiming she needed me and even threatening suicide to prevent me from ending things. The situation became more complicated because my childhood best friend was visiting for a planned 2-week trip we had arranged a year earlier. My girlfriend reluctantly agreed to postpone any major decisions until after my friend's departure so we could enjoy our long-awaited reunion. During the first week of my friend's stay, everything seemed fine. We all had a good time together. However, since I could only take 1 week off from work, I had to return to my job during the second week while they stayed home. Suspicion started to grow when I discovered they were going to places we had planned to visit together, events and outings that were supposed to be special for my friend and me. Suddenly, he was choosing to spend more time with her, and their behavior became increasingly secretive. The undeniable proof came when I unexpectedly came home early one day and found my girlfriend's lingerie on the floor. They were nowhere to be seen. I called my friend immediately and confronted him over the phone, asking bluntly, "What's going on between you two? I'm not stupid." His response, accusing me of spying on them, confirmed my worst fears. Shortly after, my girlfriend messaged me, informing me they were staying at her mom's for the night and would return the next day to collect her belongings. In a fit of anger and betrayal, I spent the next 6 hours packing up every single one of her possessions. She had neglected her cat's litter boxes, so I loaded them into her car trunk beneath piles of her clothes and belongings until her vehicle was packed to the brim. Any door you opened in my house revealed a chaotic mess of dirty laundry, random boxes, and cat waste. Once her car was filled, I piled the remaining items on the ground outside, where they were left to endure a rainstorm. I sent her a final text instructing her to retrieve her belongings immediately and warned her not to enter my home, which I promptly locked. Thankfully, she no longer had a key. I blocked both of them on every form of communication. A simple note left on her car windshield read, "Do not contact me ever again." I also canceled her phone service and reported her phone as lost or stolen to ensure it could never be used again, since I had been paying for it. I didn't witness their reaction when they returned for her car the following day, and honestly, I was too emotionally drained to care. I slept through most of the day, only to find her belongings gone from the ground, but her car remained. 2 weeks passed, and her car still sat there, a constant reminder of the messy aftermath. Every time I glanced at it, I couldn't help but chuckle, imagining the inevitable moment when she opened that car door to face the foul-smelling chaos inside. Unfortunately, I never witnessed her retrieving the car. One day, after returning from work, I found it mysteriously gone. As for the guy who betrayed me, he lived in the UK with his girlfriend and child. Knowing he would be consumed with anxiety about me revealing the truth to his girlfriend, I awaited the perfect moment for revenge. Time passed without any communication from either of them. They remained blocked. Suddenly, messages started pouring in from his UK friends, expressing concern about my well-being. Apparently, he had been bragging to them about his affair with my girlfriend, but his stories conflicted. They reached out to me for the real story, and I didn't hesitate to set the record straight. The truth eventually reached his girlfriend, leading to his eviction from their home. After that, he disappeared without a trace. As for my ex-girlfriend, I heard through the grapevine that she moved in with her mom into a cramped room with an air mattress, living with her 3 cats who apparently littered everywhere. With no job, no money, and recently handed 6 months of probation for her DUI, her situation seemed fitting for the chaos she left behind. As for me, most of my problems vanished with her. I sought therapy to cope with the profound betrayal. It's been 6 months since then, and I finally embarked on starting my own business. I can genuinely say I've found true happiness. Witnessing karma in action against those who wronged me has been a remarkably satisfying experience. Reflecting back on those tumultuous times, I couldn't help but feel a mix of relief and lingering resentment. The aftermath of kicking my ex-girlfriend out and exposing my so-called friend's betrayal left me emotionally drained, but ultimately liberated. With my ex-girlfriend and former friend out of my life, I focused on rebuilding and moving forward. Their absence brought a newfound sense of peace and clarity. I no longer had to deal with the constant drama and stress they had brought into my life. Starting my own business became a beacon of hope and a fresh start. It wasn't easy, especially after the emotional turmoil I had endured, but the challenge invigorated me. Pouring my energy into something positive helped me heal and regain control over my life. Therapy played a crucial role in my recovery. It provided a safe space to process my emotions and make sense of the betrayal I had experienced. Talking through my feelings with a professional helped me understand that their actions were a reflection of their own shortcomings, not mine. As time passed, I began to feel lighter and more optimistic about the future. The wounds healed, albeit slowly, and I started to trust again, both in myself and in others. Surrounding myself with supportive friends and family reaffirmed that not everyone would betray my trust. Looking back, I realized how much I had grown from the ordeal. I learned valuable lessons about boundaries, self-worth, and the importance of surrounding myself with genuine, trustworthy people. While the scars remained, they served as a reminder of my resilience and capacity for growth. Despite the pain and turmoil, I emerged stronger and more resilient than ever. Finding true happiness became my ultimate goal, and with each passing day, I took steps toward achieving it. The experience taught me that karma, in its own way, has a peculiar sense of justice. Watching the consequences unfold for those who wronged me brought a sense of closure and vindication. It reinforced my belief in the importance of integrity and treating others with respect and honesty. As I continued to build my business and nurture my personal growth, I embraced the newfound freedom and optimism that came with leaving the past behind. Life was far from perfect, but I had regained control and was determined to create a future filled with positivity and fulfillment. Months passed, and I immersed myself fully in my business venture. Each day brought new challenges and opportunities, but I welcomed them with enthusiasm and determination. Building something from the ground up was not only a professional achievement, but also a personal triumph over adversity. Therapy continued to be a cornerstone of my healing journey. Through introspection and guidance, I learned to forgive, not for their sake, but for my own peace of mind. Holding on to resentment only weighed me down, and I was determined to move forward with a lighter heart. The support of friends and family was invaluable during this time. They provided a listening ear, encouragement, and practical help as I navigated the ups and downs of entrepreneurship and personal growth. Their unwavering belief in me bolstered my confidence and reaffirmed my sense of worth. Meanwhile, I maintained a deliberate distance from my past. I resisted the urge to check up on my ex-girlfriend or my former friend through mutual acquaintances or social media. Their absence became a blessing in disguise, allowing me to focus on my own journey without distraction or bitterness. Occasionally, thoughts of them would surface, curiosity about where they ended up or whether they had reflected on their actions. But I quickly reminded myself that their choices were no longer my concern. I had reclaimed my power by letting go of the need for closure or vindication from them. Instead, I redirected my energy toward positive pursuits. I invested time in hobbies that brought me joy and fulfillment, like hiking in the mountains or exploring new places with friends. These experiences rejuvenated my spirit and reminded me of life's simple pleasures. Through it all, I remained grateful for the lessons learned. The betrayal had been a painful chapter, but it had also catalyzed profound personal growth and resilience. I no longer defined myself by their actions, but by my own strength and resilience in overcoming adversity. As my business thrived and my personal life flourished, I found myself embracing a newfound sense of freedom and possibility. The future held limitless potential, and I was excited to continue writing my own story, one filled with authenticity, integrity, and genuine happiness. Looking back now, I realize how far I've come since those tumultuous days. The wounds have healed, and the scars have faded into reminders of resilience rather than pain. I found a sense of peace and contentment that I once thought impossible amidst the chaos of betrayal. Starting my own business was not just a career milestone. It was a testament to my ability to turn adversity into opportunity. Every day, I wake up grateful for the freedom to pursue my passions and create a life that aligns with my values and aspirations. Therapy played a pivotal role in my journey of self-discovery and healing. It taught me invaluable lessons about self-worth, forgiveness, and the importance of setting healthy boundaries. I no longer carry the weight of resentment or anger. Instead, I focus on nurturing positive relationships and experiences. As for my ex-girlfriend and former friend, their paths have diverged from mine indefinitely. I've chosen to release any lingering attachments and wish them well in their own journeys, wherever they may lead. Their actions no longer define me or dictate my happiness. Today, I stand strong and resilient, guided by the lessons learned from adversity. I've rebuilt my life on a foundation of authenticity and integrity, surrounded by supportive friends and family who celebrate my successes and lift me up in times of challenge. Finding true happiness was a journey of self-discovery and transformation, one that required courage, perseverance, and unwavering faith in myself. I've emerged from the shadows of betrayal with a renewed sense of purpose and optimism for the future. In the end, karma played its role in ways I could have never predicted. Justice unfolded naturally, bringing closure and validation to my journey. I've learned that true fulfillment comes from within, from living authentically, and embracing life's challenges as opportunities for growth. As I look ahead, I see a future brimming with possibility and promise. My experiences have shaped me into the person I am today, stronger, wiser, and more resilient than ever before. I am grateful for the journey that brought me here and excited for the adventures that lie ahead.